In this video, we will explore the fascinating realm of CSS fonts. We will delve into the various features and capabilities that CSS offers when it comes to working with typography on web pages. Fonts play a significant role in web design, and by the end of this video, you have a solid understanding about using CSS font. So grab your code editor and let's get started. Alright, let's start with what are CSS fonts and why do they matter. In web development, fonts are like the clothing of your website's text. They define the style, appearance, and even the personality of your content. From elegant scripts to modern sans serifs, there is a font for every mood. With CSS fonts, you have the power to change typeface, which means you can swap out the default font for something more unique. Then you can adjust the size, through which you can make text larger or smaller for emphasis or readability. After that, you can style font by adding bold, italic, or underlines for extra flair. Then you can set color by choosing from a rainbow of colors to match your design, and then managing spacing, control letter, and word spacing for a polished look. So if you have ever wondered how websites achieve that perfect typography, you are in the right place. Now let's explore the different types of fonts you will encounter. The first type is serif fonts. Serif fonts are characterized by the presence of small feet at the end of each letter, which gives them a classic and timeless aesthetic. They are particularly well suited for formal websites where a sophisticated and elegant look is desired. Then we have sans serif type. Sans serif fonts are clean and modern with no decorative elements. They offer simplicity and readability, making them ideal for digital content. When it comes to reading on computer screens, sans serif fonts are generally considered to be easier to read as compared to serif fonts. The absence of small decorative lines at the end of characters makes sans serif font appear cleaner and more legible, especially at smaller font sizes. This is why many websites and digital platforms prefer using sans serif fonts for their content. Then we have a monospace font. Every character in monospace font occupies the same amount of space, creating a neat, typewriter-like appearance, which is great for code blocks and text alignment. Now after monospace, we have also another type, which is cursive type font. Cursive fonts mimic handwriting and add a personal touch. They are often used for creative or playful content. And at last, we have fantasy fonts. Fantasy fonts let your imagination run wild. They are often used for theme or decorative text. Now that you know your font styles, let's learn how to apply them with CSS. In order to apply font in our website, we need to use font family property. And when specifying a font, it's also crucial to consider fallback fonts in case a user device does not support your first choice. By providing alternative options, you ensure that the text remains readable and consistent across different devices. Then we can also change the font size. And font size is a crucial aspect of text layout and design. You can easily adjust the size of your text, whether it's for heading, paragraphs, or buttons. By modifying the font size, you can effectively emphasize important elements or create visual hierarchy within your content. It allows you to strike the right balance between readability and aesthetics in your design. And when it comes to font weight, you have the option to either make your text bold or keep it light. This allows you to have control over the thickness of your text, helping you achieve the desired visual effect for your content. In order to enhance the visual appeal and readability of your text, you may consider using italic for emphasis or to denote certain elements such as book titles, foreign words, or scientific names. On the other hand, Switching back to normal style is recommended for regular text. By using these font style technique appropriately, you can effectively convey your message and improve the overall presentation of your content. Now, to make code shorter and more concise, you have the option to specify all individual font properties within one property. This can be done using the font shorthand property. By using this property, you can set various elements such as font size, font weight, font style, line height, and more, all in one go. It's a convenient way to streamline your code and simplify your CSS styling. Please take note that when specifying CSS properties for font size and font family, it is essential to include the values. If any of the other values are missing, the default value setting will be applied instead. Now we have web-safe fonts and fallback fonts. So what are web-safe fonts? Web-safe fonts are a type of fonts that are installed on all browser and devices by default. This means that regardless of the platform or device being used to access a website, these fonts will be displayed consistently and correctly. This ensures a consistent and seamless user experience across different devices and platforms. Here you can see some example of web-safe fonts on the screen. Now, how we can use fallback fonts? While there isn't a font that can guarantee complete web safety, it's important to note that there is always a possibility of encountering issues with missing or improperly installed fonts. It's good practice to account for this potential risk when designing for the web. To ensure a consistent and reliable display of your text, it is crucial to incorporate fallback fonts into your design. This involves including a list of alternative backup fonts in the font family property. By doing so, you can be certain that if the primary font is not available on a user device, the browser will automatically switch to one of the specified backup fonts, maintaining readability and visual consistency. When creating a list, it is recommended to always include it with a generic font family name. This ensures that if the desired font is not available, the browser or operating system can automatically fall back to a default font family. This helps maintain consistent and readable content across different devices and platforms. Examples of generic font family names include sans serif, serif, and monospace. Now, if you are not interested in using the standard fonts available in HTML, Google Fonts is a great alternative. Google Font offers an extensive collection of web fonts that you can integrate into your projects. It's a game changer for web designers and developers. Now I am going to show you how we can use Google Fonts into our websites. Now in order to use Google Fonts, you need to open your browser and then search here for Google Fonts like this and then press enter. And here we have this first result, which is Google Fonts. Just click on it. Now after clicking this link, you can see that here we have a lot of fonts from where we can choose any font that we like, or we have an option to search for specific font here in this search bar. Like I want to use this font in my project, which is audio wide, and here you can see my search font on the screen. And in order to use this, just click on this. Then we need to add this font to this cart. Just click on this add button and this font is successfully added in our cart. And now how can we add this font into our website? To add this font, just you need to copy this link tag and then paste it into the head of your website. Right here. This is our head element. And here I am going to paste that link element like this. And now we can use this font family by simply adding this line of code to that element where we need that styles. Let's suppose I want to apply that font family to just this heading element, which is H1. Just select that element and paste that line of code And now you can see on our browser our font is now audio wide cursive. And this is how we can add this font to a specific element. But what if you want to apply this font family to your whole website? You need to add this line of code simply to your body element. So select your body element, and after that add that line of code in your body element. And after applying this to body element, you can see our h2 element, which is this element, is now have this font family. Now each and every element in our body will inherit this font family because we are adding our font family to this body element. But you can also add different font families to different HTML element. Just select font from here. Like the first one that I selected was this audio wide family. Now if I want to add one more, then I need to search for that font, and which is this Roboto font. Then just add this font from here to that cart like this. From here simply copy this link and add this in the head section of your website like this. And now I am going to use this Roboto font family in this h2 element. So to change the font family, we just need to copy this line of code from here, and then I am going to paste that in my h2 element. Now our h2 element have a different font family than this h1 element. This h1 element is using audio wide and this h2 is using Roboto. And this is how we can use Google Fonts in our web pages. And there you have it. You are now equipped with the knowledge to use CSS fonts like a pro. Typography is a powerful tool in a web design, and you have just unlocked its secrets. Stay creative, experiment with fonts, and remember, the right font can transform your website's personality. So have fun with designing. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join this exciting web development journey with us. And if you have any questions or suggestions, you can put those in the comment section below. Until next time, keep coding and keep creating. I will see you in the next video.